Today's the day after the draft on Thursday, picking our teams tonight. The games begin in the league system of the FM Streamer Showdown. If you want to come across and join me at 7 o'clock this evening, then follow the link in the description. You'll see myself and 8 other Football Manager streamers taking each other on head-to-head with our drafted squads, and hopefully I can survive the relegation playoff. The top 8 go through to Sunday's knockout tournament. However, 8th and 9th play each other in a relegation playoff to decide who gets that last spot. Hopefully, I can perform well enough in my FM Streamer Showdown debut to finish inside the top 7 and not have to worry about that, but time will tell. Do follow the link in the description to my Twitch channel and head over there and follow. I'm sure you guys will enjoy the FM Streamer Showdown. It was a lot of fun to do the drafts, and we'll have a lot more interaction with everybody else involved in this particular stream as we all play each other and play our games and chat to one another as the games go on, etc. So it's going to be a good fun. So come across and join me. And without any further ado, let's crack on with today's Hull City RTG episode. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Hull City RTG. We have 3 rather large games actually today. Everton at home to start, followed by Liverpool away and Chelsea at home as we finish the calendar year and head into the January transfer window. You can see we've had a cup game drawn against Chelsea. That being the FA Cup, as of course, unfortunately, we lost 2-0 to Tottenham in the last game of yesterday's episode and are out of the Carabao Cup now. So, 5 games currently scheduled for the month of January. As things stand, as per your feedback in the last episode, it doesn't look like we're going to be doing much in the January transfer window. You guys are pretty on board now with keeping Pinto at the club. So, that's what we'll do. Obviously, we're top of the Premier League table as things stand, so there's no reason why anybody would want to leave at this stage. There has been, unfortunately, a development with one other player, though. You guys have asked me repeatedly in the comment section to address players' contracts, and I have done that. A number of players do have new contracts. A couple, like Elder, I've offered a new contract. I didn't offer an initial big enough wage, so I need to wait a little while before I can go back in for him. But I have spent the majority of my previous transfer budget on offering new contracts around. However, Grady Diangana has decided that he no longer wants to play for the club, and he put in a transfer request. Now, annoyingly, it was basically he was unhappy with his contract. I didn't know he was unhappy with his contract. He asked me about playing time, and then came to me a little while later. I think I may have included it in an episode, and he was like, "You said we were going to talk about our contract, and you haven't done anything. I want to leave." When previously he'd said nothing about his contract, only that he wanted more game time. And what he's done is submitted a transfer request. Then what the board say to you is either find someone to buy him or offer a new contract. However, I presume it's a bug in the game, but if someone submits a transfer request, specifically in this scenario, it doesn't actually let you offer them a new contract. So the board say sell him or extend his contract, and I can't extend his contract. So my only option is to sell him or hope that nobody comes in for him and he stays. But not sure what's going to happen there. That's out of my hands, unfortunately. That's a bug with the game. It has been reported to EA, and hopefully it's something that they can look into for FIFA 22. But unfortunately, it looks like we might lose Grady Diangana. I had previously been rejecting offers for him, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing that. We've a valuation of £40.5 million. Add that to my current transfer budget of £12 million. And we could maybe have about 50 to 60 to spend on a replacement for Grady Diangana. If you guys are on board with me selling him, he has put in a transfer request. I'm quite happy to keep rejecting offers for him and keep him at the club, and then hopefully eventually sign him on a new deal. But I'll take your feedback on board. Do you think we should sell Grady Diangana because he's put that transfer request in? Unfortunately, Jatta, a player that we looked at that destroyed us for Bournemouth recently, isn't actually that good, so we'll take him off there. But do let me know in the comment section, and I will act on your feedback accordingly. I will be recording episode 7 or 8, actually. I think this is episode 7 of the this series later on this afternoon before the FM Streamer Showdown. So get that feedback in now, and I can act upon it. I will be asking on Twitter and social media as well, in the Discord too. So do make sure that you're active in the comment section and on Twitter. And if you're in the subscriber Discord, Twitch subscriber Discord or Patreon Discord, then do let me know your feedback there. I will post it a little while after I finish recording this video. So you guys are going to see this about 1 o'clock this afternoon, and I hope I can get enough feedback by 4 o'clock that I can then go and record the next episode. So do let me know. I'm going to need your feedback rather sharpish on that Grady Diangana issue. For the time being, though, I think I'm quite happy with the squad as it is. We're performing well enough. We're top of the Premier League table. We went out of the Carabao Cup, but that was only because we were giving the rotation players a game. I was kind of hoping for an easier FA Cup tie, to be honest, so I could give those rotation players a game again, but I think it's probably going to be a strong side that we put out against Chelsea at home in that game. But we've got Chelsea today at home as well, on the back of that game on Boxing Day against Liverpool at Anfield. But firstly, it's time for a side from Merseyside to come to us, rather than vice versa. First placed Hull City against 12th placed Everton. Do drop the video like if you enjoy this series and are continuing to enjoy this series. And of course, if you're new here, then hit that subscribe button and tick the notification bell and you'll never miss another episode. And like I say, please do follow me on Twitch, link down below. And hopefully I'll see you tonight for the league section of the FM Streamer Showdown. You can see their starting lineup on the right-hand side there. Pacheco, Dest, Alderete, Nunez, Saracchi, Palhinha, Donny van der Beek, Campagna, Yari Verscheren, Yaremchuk and Idrissi out wide. That's their starting 11 then. Let's jump straight into the action. Inside nicely to Palhinha and across here to Donny van der Beek. And through the gap to Idrissi. On the attack here, Everton. My former club against my current club, as you might say. These are the two career modes we've done so far this year. Everton and Hull City. We very much enjoyed our time at Everton, but hopefully they won't enjoy their time at the K-Comp. Saracchi with the delivery. We should win that header, and Callum Elder's done well. There was some call actually for him to get the captain's armband ahead of Keane Lewis-Potter, but I went for KLP because of his youth and the fact that he is a Hull player through and through, or a Hull man through and through, being from the city as well. So that's why I chose him over the Australian Callum Elder, because he's a homegrown boy, Keane Lewis-Potter. He's one of our own, you might say. He's brought that down well. We'll lay that in front of Conor Gallagher. Certainly seen an uptick in performance in the team since he took that first team spot away from Rob Wallace. So certainly need to say thank you to you guys for making that decision. And we need to say thank you to Mallet Wilks for firing us 1-0 in front. Jesus Christ, he put some power behind that. That left foot does have some strength in it, but I certainly didn't expect it to wham right into the top corner quite that fast. No chance for Palhinha. That is basically in the back of the net before he's even got his arm fully extended. It was hit so hard. Carlo Ancelotti can be frustrated, but honestly, I don't think there's anything his defence or goalkeeper could have done about that. That's just a wonderful goal from Mallet Wilks. We lead by 1-0. The league leaders 1. The mid-tablers 0. Tavares forward to Pinto. Tavares is loving getting forward on this right-hand side. You can definitely tell that he's got that high attacking work rate. Oh, lovely turn by Charlie Barnett. Has to be and is 2-0. The touch and control was just perfection from young Barnett. And we have ourselves a little bit of breathing room and a second goal. His goals have dried up recently. He started the season on fire. And we've then had to rely on elsewhere in the squad to get victories. But Barnett back on the score sheet here to a lovely touch and turn in the one motion to spin the defender. And then when he's got that much time and space on your left foot, you always expect him to bury it, regardless of what sort of form he's been in. His 11th goal of the Premier League season so far is he's our top league goal scorer. And he's closing back in on being the league's top league goal scorer too. Hopefully we can see some more from him today. But we're certainly off to a great start here against Everton in the opening half an hour. A 2-0 lead. The game we should be expected to win, mid-table Everton. But still, nice to actually back that up after a couple of dodgy results recently. So pleased, very pleased. I mean, you never know. Might actually go on the attack again if Barnett can get to that. He's not going to have much strength, which he can't get to that. So no, we'll stay at 2. Nice dink out wide to Serginho Dest, pushing forward from right back. And across towards the back post, which Galacci can only punch. Could he have caught that? I think he could have caught that. Campagna with the delivery from the far side. Are Everton to bring themselves back into the game before half-time? They are, and in quite some fashion. Saracchi has dominated both defenders underneath him there to power that header home. I need to see a replay of that. Who was underneath it? I think it was Tavares and... Oh, it's Sangare, but he's just the wrong side of him. On the line, Conor Gallagher. No, what are you doing? He's actively moved away from the ball. That's not what you're on the post for, Conor. You've done the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Put your face in the way of the ball. Keep it out. That's really disappointing. Everton 1, Hull 2. I'm looking at you, Conor Gallagher. Potter into Sangare. See a bit of space up there for Pinto. We'll see if we can use it. Flicks it on nicely. And could keep that run going, Leonardo Pinto. That's taken a deflection off the Brazilian. Conor Gallagher's not going to win that header, though. That's frustrating. They've brought on Ismail Assar for Idrissi on the left-hand side of their front three now. Player that we had at Everton in our save. A player that's come to Everton in this save too. Sarachi forward to Donny van der Beek and into Ismail Assar. Nice tackle, but still getting away from me here. Good block by Tavares. Pinto will get to that. Let's try and turn this around the corner and see what we can do. Driven forward into Conor Gallagher. Sangare out wide to Lewis Potter. And here's Malik Wilks. Try to just turn Dest to then play Lewis Potter in behind. That didn't work. And now Tavares has got his work cut out trying to keep up with Ismail Assar on that far side. I am training Tavares with his development plan to improve his defensive work rate. He's currently high attacking, medium defensive. But I'm training to improve his stamina by quite a substantial amount as well, as that's been an issue for Tavares. And also to ensure that he is more aware of his defensive responsibilities. Well, it's a goal kick. I get a little bit lucky there. Uremchuk going off for them as well as they make another attacking change. Who's going to come on in his place? It's Ellis Sims. A surprising change then at striker for the... I thought Burnley taking a 2-0 lead against Manchester City for a minute. Surprising change for Everton up top then. Ellis Sims coming on. Is that a foul, ref? It's not, apparently. Okay, 20 minutes to go. We're still 2-1 in front. But the game is getting a bit stretched now. Flying from end to end. And I'm going to have to be careful here. Donny van der Beek has Ellis Sims in support. He's got a man free at the back post too. How has Galacci kept that out? Yari Visharan has his shot blocked as well. And, well, Galacci will not make a more vital save. Oh, in his time at the club. Certainly hasn't made one that big for us yet. Oh, that was massive. What a save. Just made himself big and stayed big as long as possible whilst he was on his way to ground and keeps the effort out. Everton will not get a more clear-cut opportunity to equalise in this game between now and the end of the fixture. There are 10 minutes to go and they may well rue that missed chance because that could have been their only chance to get back level. Pinto misplaces the pass. Everton have got Sheffield United next, but our task doesn't get any easier. We've Liverpool away after this one. 8 minutes to see it out. Callum Elder's battling hard with Yari Visharan. This as well worked by Everton, and he's just opened up for them, but Galacci makes the save again. 6 minutes to go, and the action isn't stopping here at the KCOM. Campagna goes off now after having that effort. And on in his place is Arne Meyer in midfield. That's flicked away as far as Donny van der Beek. Wow, what a strike. But Peter Galacci's right behind it again. The Hungarian doing a wonderful job to ensure that we stay 2-1 in front in this second half. The ball has just been non-stop flying towards my goal, it feels like. Yari Visharan, is Ellis Sims onside? He was. Another huge save by Peter Galacci. This was a one-man show here at the back for us here. Oh, dearie me. I can't quite believe he's doing this for me, Galacci. That's deflected, and the keeper will come and claim. Right, seconds to go. Calm it down. Let's get it done. I will cut here, and you will see me again at the final whistle. Rather understandably, I just passed that ball about for a little bit to ensure that we got the win. Peter Galacci, by the way, I think that deserves a thumbs up for that goalkeeping performance. Ridiculous from him between the sticks. A real one-man show to ensure that we get the 3 points there. I didn't quite glance to see Manchester City's result in the end. I think they drew. I think they drew against Burnley. They were able to hold them at Turf Moor after being 1-0 up. Let's just quickly double check. It did end 1-1. So we have a 4-point lead at the top of the Premier League table as we now take on 4th placed Liverpool in the next tie. And that will be the halfway stage of the league season. Things have been going very well for us so far. Let's see what we can do at Anfield. Alisson in between the sticks for Liverpool. Trent, Jimenez, Jenny and Robertson. Ndombele, Fabinho and Saul in midfield. Adama Traore on the right-hand side. Firmino and Jota. No Salah. No Mane. Not even in the squad or on the bench. Maybe injured. Maybe suspended. Maybe dropped and unfit. I'm not sure. Certainly, though, it's still a strong Liverpool side. They're 4th in the table and going well. Ordinarily, when you play Liverpool, they are great in possession, but out of possession defensively, woeful and easy to counter on. We'll wait and see if this is another example of that, or if they'll actually, with perhaps some slightly different players in there, have altered their tactics at all, and will actually be more difficult to play against defensively. You can see how far Andy Robertson has pushed forward again. Immediately, we have the opportunity to counter. So we'll try and make the most of this. Jenne's closing me down, but he can't get there. Gallagher has options here. I might have just balls that up myself, rather than that being Liverpool being any good defensively. I'll lift this, looking for Keane Lewis-Potter in behind, but Trent Alexander-Arnold's done well. Garcia Villa did get to that, but it's won back by Ndombele as Firmino got a little block on it. I have a horrible feeling this is going to be another case of Liverpool throw too many bodies forward, too easy to counter-attack on, and a simple, straightforward victory for us. But such is life with FIFA sometimes. You can't seemingly have it all. We hope that it's not going to be that. But as we break in behind and have a counter-attack and score what was a relatively simple goal, I fear it may well be another case of that against Liverpool. I am currently doing a poll on Twitter, and half of the reason I'm doing this is because of things like this with the gameplay of FIFA, and the fact that I'm struggling to find like the right difficulty blend and slider blend to ensure that we get realistic level gameplay. Would you be interested in a proper, fully edited, bona fide YouTube version of a Football Manager series? I will leave a link in the description to the tweet that is running currently with a poll. Feel free to vote on that tweet. Feel free to reply to that tweet with your feedback, or leave your feedback in the comment section of this video. I will mention that tweet again in tomorrow's episode, or even do a secondary vote, because I think I only left that poll running for 24 hours. I am contemplating, because of course with FM there's no difficulty level. The game just is the game, and it's a lot more realistic than career mode, and a large percentage of my audience on FIFA enjoy a realistic style career mode. And the way to kind of get the best out of that is Football Manager, but obviously it's not me playing the games are simulated, and it's all about the managerial side of things. But I genuinely don't know if I would want to risk putting some Football Manager content on the channel, like proper edited, because it would take a lot of time to put together. It would either run alongside or briefly in place of FIFA Career Mode content here on the channel. Follow the link in the description to that tweet poll, and please vote sincerely, truthfully, if you would, and only vote yes if you sincerely, genuinely would watch long-term some Football Manager content the way that you watch long-term FIFA content. Do let me know. Something I'm considering at the minute with how much I'm getting frustrated with the gameplay of FIFA and how much I'm enjoying streaming Football Manager. So let me know. I'm not by any means saying that it's definitely going to happen. I'm not abandoning FIFA Career Mode. Don't even begin to think that. But it's something I'm considering in the short term, just to add perhaps something different to the channel to see how well it goes down. We've done stream highlights on the channel before, but never a proper edited, bona fide, 100% legitimate Football Manager series on the channel. Are you interested in seeing something like that? Let me know. Diogo Jota with a whip. Away by Steryu. Only as far as Andy Robertson. Jota in again. I think Firmino was offside there, but play will continue. And they'll get the throw here, and they keep possession. Jota to Robertson with the throw. Back to Jota again. Into Saul, just as I started to close the man down. Jota driven in. Away, please, Elder. It's up. And Tavares should win that header. He hasn't. Diogo Jota has. Steryu heads that away well. Malik Wilks should win that. He hasn't. Jose Maria Jimenez has. And still the pressure builds with Liverpool. In possession, they're so good. But look at the way that Jose Maria Jimenez has pushed there. Now, it's 2v1. And Jenne can only do one thing, and that's close the man with the ball down, and I'll have a simple second goal. So only really teams like Liverpool and Manchester City that do that. But that's why I'm considering Football Manager, because it's just not the sort of content I want to put out. I don't want to batter Liverpool because they're shit tactically and defensively. I shouldn't be able to batter Liverpool because they're shit tactically and defensively. I don't like that. 12th goal of the league season for Charlie Barnett. We're 2-0 up at Anfield after half an hour. Sangare. Forward to Lewis Potter, who's tucked narrow, which has brought Trent infield, which opens up the opportunity for Elder to get forward. And I'm going to look for, well, Lewis Potter, not Lewis Potter. Charlie Barnett was the intended recipient. Lewis Potter, in the end, does find himself on the end of the ball inside. Pinto will look for Barnett, look to roll the defender. Wilkes just on his own. Just quite simply on his own. Liverpool 0, Hull City 3. We're walking away with an easy 3 points at Anfield. Back there to Trent, and Elder picks it off. The counter is on. Adama nor Trent able to catch Callum Elder. Pull this back, and there's Rob Wallace, but he can't get the goal. Wallace off the bench for Conor Gallagher to freshen things up a bit. Dean Garner off the bench as well for Keane Lewis Potter. Sturyu can't add a fourth. Good save by Allison to ensure that we don't extend our lead yet further. 15 to go here, still 3-0. Groich into Adama, back to Groich again. Adama's in behind here and has options inside. But Garcia Villa does just enough. That was my mistake for playing that pass. I certainly shouldn't have done, but now Wilkes is in behind, and that high Liverpool line is going to cost them again, you feel. I'll just try and narrow the angle to get the shot away. It's Hull 4, Liverpool 0. On the breakaway again. Don't... It's only really Liverpool and City that frustrate... Okay, he's... For lack of a better phrase, he's actually inside her. It's only really Liverpool and Manchester City that play like this, and it's only really Manchester City and Liverpool that really give me that frustration of the gameplay on FIFA. You've seen how we've struggled against sides like Tottenham in this save so far. You've seen how we struggle against sides like Bournemouth in every save I ever do. So only really a couple of teams that kind of ruin the immersion, so to speak, with the gameplay on FIFA. But it is something that does grind, and obviously in something like Football Manager, you don't get that. Teams are as good as they should be all the time. There is no difficulty level. There is no difference in gameplay between fixtures. Like, it's more realistic, basically. I'm at such a crossroads with my content, with how I feel about what I'm making, with my motivation to create. At the minute, I'm a little bit lost. I'm just being honest with you guys. So I hope you can give me some direction as to what you want to see, what you'd be open to seeing, and what the future might well hold for this Chesnoid Gaming channel. FIFA Career Mode is going nowhere, though. FIFA Career Mode will always be a mainstay on the YouTube channel. I'm just contemplating adding something else to it. I can't just throw FM onto the channel, though, because if it doesn't do well, then it would kill the algorithm on the channel, and all of the progress we'd made to bring that back around in my favour this year, with the strength of the Everton series at the beginning of the year, would then be thrown away. So I'm in a really tough position at the minute. Hopefully you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from. But I'm basically just spitballing to you here at the minute with where I am with my content creation, my frustrations with this game, my enjoyment of another game, my uncertainty as to whether you guys would want to watch anything else. I genuinely don't know. Which is why I need you guys to tell me, please, if you can. Right, Chelsea at home next. Charlie Barnett is up to second in the top goal scorer charts now. We are still top by 4 points. Chelsea are 7th in the table and having an indifferent year. They've not drawn a single game. Played 19, won 10, lost 9. So this will either be a draw, so that they get 1 in that column, or it'll be a defeat, so that it reads 10-0-10. That's normally the way that things pan out when something's like that statistically. You can see their starting lineup there. Magnon, Pavard, Sarr, Militao, Davies, Rafa, Goretzka, Chalobah, Ikone, Havertz, Lukaku. It's not the strongest they could line up, but as we've seen previously, it's not the weakest they could line up either. We could be on for 9 points today. Elder down the line to Keane Lewis Potter. Inside there to Malik Wilks. And back to Sangare. And here's Gallagher. Where do we go? Where do we go? Wilks has made a good run. He's got excellent footwork and has kept hold of possession. Back to Wilks. Back to Sangare. Could spin. He's got Sarr with him. There's Pinto. And Wilks is in a bit of space. Jumped back onto that left foot and looked to get the shot away, but can't quite do it. Chelsea defending well in the opening stages to keep us out. We're in great goal-scoring form right now. And we've been pretty decent defensively as well. Other than that mistake from the corner against Everton. We're playing very well at the back. Although perhaps Everton only did score that one because of the heroics of Peter Galacci in that game. That's opened up for Malik Wilks. We're in. It should be 1-0 here. It is. Hull 1, Chelsea 0. We're on the way again. Davies does pick up the run. It's Tavares that ball goes to. It's meant for Pinto. Alfonso Davies has done well to cut that out, actually. And Rafa caught in possession by Gallagher. And here we go. Pinto's arriving on the outside, but they're not closing me down. And Wilks can't find the back of the net. Just a little bit more hit and hope than anything else. But as Barnett's run took the defenders away, I thought, I'll give it a go. Wasn't worth it, unfortunately. Havertz driven out wide to Jonathan Ikone. City take the lead against Arsenal, so if things end as is, then they'll be maintaining the 4-point gap to us and won't be falling further away. Goretzka's going to take this corner short. Jonathan Ikone whips a dangerous ball in, but Tavares will head it away. And Barnett, I was hoping would have support from Malik Wilks, but he didn't break forward quickly enough, and Chalobah got the ball off me, but we have won it back, and Wilks has support here from Sangare again. And here we go. For the umpteenth time, Wilks looking to be played in behind. He's going to have the pace to get away. And then I need support from deep. It's arriving. We will find Conor Gallagher. Pinto's there. Out your feet. Bend it. Oh, it has gone in. The way that the keeper reacted to that, I had no idea whether that was going to go in or not. I thought, the fact he just stood there and watched it, I thought, oh, it's gone wide. It's not going to be much of an opportunity in the end. Pinto's popped it in the back of the net. It's Chelsea 0. Hull City 2. Good angle for the replay here. To get it back to Pinto, just sets it out of his feet with the first touch, and, well, I don't know what Magnon's doing. Excellent first touch, and then bending it around Militao, but the keeper, questions asked. As good as Galacci was in Game 1, Mike Magnon in Game 3 has been the complete opposite. Really poor there. Pinto's 6th goal of the league season, and we have a 2-goal advantage at home against Chelsea just before half-time. Ikone off and Ousmane Dembele on for Chelsea, as well as Rafa off and Callum Hudson-Odoi on. So they are going for it here, Chelsea. But they might find themselves needing to score 3 goals to get a point. Thankfully, from their point of view, Magnon actually does make a save this time around. He's come and punched that too. Win this header, please. Lewis Potter, I think, won that. It's ended up at Sangare's feet. Regardless of who won the header. Forced backwards here by Goretzka. They've backed off Pinto. It's floating. And to be honest, with the keeper not reacting again, I still wasn't sure whether that was actually going to dip in or not. Did he take a deflection? It didn't. If it had set perhaps slightly further wide right and not quite as high, then certainly it would have troubled that far top right-hand corner. Half an hour to go here. We're still 2-0 up. Still look like we're going to get maximum points from today's episode and stay top of the league by 4. City are still 2-1 up as far as I'm aware in their game. Oh, that was a poor pass. But we've got Newcastle next on the opening day of the next episode and of the new year. But for the time being, we're just going to concentrate on seeing this one out against Chelsea. And we'll think about January and think about tomorrow's episode in the comment section today and then in the recorded video for tomorrow. Don't want to get carried away thinking about January before you've got the job done on the field. That's a lovely ball. To Ousmane Dembele. It surely would only be a consolation goal at this stage for Chelsea, but they're still looking to try and do something. I say that, Ousmane Dembele's just turned around and run the wrong way. Here's Benjamin Pavard, forward from right back. He's going to have to get it into the middle. He has done, and the keeper will quite comfortably claim that as it's a woeful cross. And as we punt it clear, Hull 2, Chelsea 0 will be the final score. We weren't able to extend our lead in the second half, but at least we're able to hold on to it. It is 9 points from 9 today, and a very pleasing 3 victory haul. We will be quite happy with that. City on that list. What happened to them? They won, so the gap remains 6 points. Now, did they win? I thought the gap was 4. Oh no, it was 4, and then they drew with Burnley, didn't they? So it went to 6, and now it's still 6 because they must have beaten Arsenal. Let's have a quick look at the bottom of January, bottom of December even. So we're past the halfway mark now. See, that's the draw with Burnley, and they beat Aston Villa. Sorry, thought it was Arsenal they were playing for some reason. Oh, it's Chelsea, Arsenal. What? No, who were Arsenal playing in the? We had an update. Oh, yeah, there we go. Arsenal 3, City 3. I knew they were playing Arsenal, but regardless, we figured it out in the end. And Chelsea have dropped out of the top 7 and down to 9th. And it is 10 and 10 for them now. The gap at the top is 6 points as we are 1 game into the second half of the season. Rob Wallace, disappointed we left you out, are you? I have to rotate the squad, mate. Chill your bean. Conor Gallagher is also very good. Right, we'll get to the 1st of January and George Long's contract situation. Yeah, I am going to offer him a new contract. It wouldn't let me because he wanted more than my initial offer. Right, now I can offer him a contract. And he was a no-year contract extension. Why would I do that? I'm going to go and negotiate George Long's contract. I don't know as there's really any reason you guys need to see this, so I will leave the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. No extension. No. Why would I offer you no extension when you've got 6 months left? Oh, Jesus Christ. That doesn't make any sense, does it? None at all. Oh, he'll accept a year. Thank you very much for watching, boys. Do let me know your feedback in the comment section down below of the episode for the January transfer window, and of course, as mentioned, for that Twitter poll as well. So please do let me know that feedback as well. That's kind of crucial to the future of the channel at the minute. But that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Hull City RTG. Do join me on Twitch tonight, though, for FM Streamer Showdown, live from about 6:45ish UK. And it'd be great to see you there to support me through as we take on Dr. Benji and Lelujo and Work the Space and Zealand, etc. So it's going to be really good fun. I'll see you over there. If not, I'll see you back here tomorrow. Ta-ra.